Was that a realization in 2001 that it wasn't going, you were never going to get back to the level you were, or were you believing that you could do it?
No, it was the time was done. The time was done. And plus at that time, pretty much the WWE was really in the mode of, they really didn't want guys over 30 years old anymore.
Yeah.
They're going through that mold at that time. They're saying pretty much if you're over 30, unless you were around there a long time before, they really don't want you.
So, what is this period of your life like, and what are you thinking of? I don't know how much you had saved, or what are you thinking? Okay, so where do I go from here? What did you do at the time?
Well, that 2001 when that happened, September 11th. You're watching it on TV like everybody was. Yeah. And first thing I decided, I'm going to start getting into the security world, because that's where everything's going to be, security. Security's going to be huge everywhere, bodyguard, security, all that.
Right.
So I started into that world, got the training, everything else, and guy comes in and said, and at this time I didn't know who the person even was, I want you to come bodyguard for this rapper. I go, okay. I didn't know who he was, and also I thought it was 50 Cent. And that's just when he had become really hot at the time.
Right.
And first time I tell my stepdaughters, I'm going to work, you're working for 50 Cent. I said, who is he? I don't even know who he even is at the time,
Right.
So go up there, fly up to New York, meet him and that stuff. Also start going around everywhere. And he was a busy man at that time. He was on the go at the time.
Yeah, he's doing business deals and everything.
Yeah, he was, and let me give him a lot of credit, man. He worked hard, man. He didn't smoke. He didn't do any drugs. Didn't drink. He would work out whenever he could all the time, and he would work all the time, trying to make that money. But he was a very nice man in that stuff. I like being around him. He was a good person to be around.
Yeah, really. Person. So you got to know him pretty well?
Yeah, I was with him for quite a while. Yeah. Yeah, I went over to Europe with him, his first European tour. When we got over, it's funny because right before we went there, we were in New Jersey at the time. We were actually in downtown Manhattan. He wanted to jump into this radio station, surprise him. So we jumped in, and when he got on the radio, all of a sudden all these cars started coming around the complex with the spinners on them, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And so there's 4 of us bodyguards. We go around the building a little bit, and all of a sudden you see this one SUV down the road, but we kind of go towards it. You can see these guys coming. You see they had something in their hands, but I know they had some guns in their hands. Ooh. All right? So we get back. We let 50 know, hey, we'll pull up to the side of the building real quick, get in here, we're out of here. Because he was always in a bulletproof SUV all the time. We would always be right behind him. So we get him. We go through the out to Jersey. Get to Jersey. Get to the hotel. As soon as we get to the hotel, we get them in the hotel. We come back out. All of a sudden, we start getting shot at out there. It was like probably about 15 shots.
Really?
All I did, yeah. Oh yeah. We got behind. I just got behind the SUV and just sat behind the SUV, And then after that, nothing for a while. And I guess they took off. They really didn't hit much. I don't know if they were shooting. I guess they were just shooting handguns. Not very good shooters. But we grabbed 50, put him in one of the armored SUV, and I didn't even know where he was even going. Cause they wouldn't even tell us. They just took him. They had a place that if this ever happened, they were bringing them to,
Yeah.
So we go back in and that stuff, and of course a little while later, all the Jersey police came in and blah 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 and that stuff, and then they come and yell at us, and I got pissed. I got up. I said, "What the hell are you yelling at us, man? We didn't do shit.
Yeah.
We didn't do nothing, man. They shot at us. We didn't shoot at them, and you're yelling at us, And to this day, the other bodyguards always laugh about that because I was up in their face. I was so mad.
Oh yeah.
I was so mad about the situation, But yeah, it was crazy. And so the next day, we had to fly to California to start shooting a video that he was going to shoot out there. Yeah. And when we get out there, also I'm looking at the bottom of CNN and the caption saying 50 Cent shot at blah blah blah. So great, now it's everywhere. Everybody knows about it. And we did the video 2 nights. Had to go back to New York that day and fly out straight to Europe. So we get to Europe, and everybody thought the European tours out there was going to be canceled because we were shot at. You know, they thought something happened because we were shot at.
Yeah.
But we were still going ahead and we still were there, ready to start the tour. So our first 2 days weren't that great. Then all of a sudden people found out we were there. Now all of a sudden every show was sold out. I mean, we did 3 shows in a row in London, sold out. We did 2 shows in a row, sold out. I mean, every show was just crazy packed. Packed.
And why, at this point, why were they still trying to take him out? Was this like some street beef from years ago, or was this record company stuff?
Yeah. You know how it is with remember the West Coast, East Coast stuff and all that, you know?
Yeah.
This was something to do with, God, I can't remember the name anymore. It was about a song that he did. And one of the girls that did the song too believed it was her song and not his song. So there was a big beef about that. In fact, we went to London, and we had to go to a big awards show there, and he got 3 awards there, and we were going to our table, and her crew was sitting at our table. And so when we got there, they saw us and they ran real quick because we were just a hell of a lot bigger and a hell of a lot tougher than they were. You know, I mean, it was just I learned a lot from that business, being around and seeing the crap that goes on there too.
Yeah.
A lot of crap goes on over there.